Good feed down the baseline, swinging it back out. Middle Township, great ball movement. Trombetta trying to convert the three. He cannot. And a rebound here from Chase Moore. Second chance is blocked away. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Mike Zarfati. And a good recovery by Daryl Davis for Archbishop Carroll, the freshman. Well aware of where he was on the court.
Yeah, you said it. Awareness is key there, right? I mean, Davis giving up size to both of those players he was battling with, but he found the ball in his hands. He's falling out of bounds. The frame of mind there to just throw it off a player and earn possession for his team.
Davis getting over to Williams, swinging around. That's a three ball for Grieg, and he drills it. Carroll back up by 4. Early going second quarter.
Chances are in this game, Nick, if you're left open for either team, that ball's going to go in the hoop. Again, we talked about this game being played at a very high level right now.
Trombetta in the paint, getting it back over. That's Aiden Howe. Needs somewhere to go with it. He'll find Trombetta. They'll try to reset here. Aiden Howe. Over Zarfati, top of the key, and now it's Trombetta, left wing. He's trying to stutter step, but now Mill not only finding a lane here, good D by Archbishop. Trombetta had that one poked away, but a whistle. And they'll draw a foul.
His first.
You mentioned it too in the first quarter. I mean, 6 games in the books for Archbishop Carroll. Obviously, the Pennsylvania season starts earlier, and at this part of the year, it does make a difference, right? This is a team that, with twice as many games under its belt, roles are more defined, and you're seeing it with Middle just having to kind of battle early on to get back in it.
Good move by Trombetta, and he got it to go with the right hand. A little soft touch. Long pass up ahead. Williams able to corral it here in the corner. He's guarded by Bubba McNeil. Trying to get by him. Pulls up. That's a long 2, no good, and a rebound for Bubba. McNeil tried to find a screen there. Could not get it. Trying to back off. Looking for some aid. Keeps swinging around here, and he'll try to reset the offense here. About 2 minutes gone in this second quarter. Middle trails by 2. Chase Moore. Now Zarfati top of the key. Someone lost a shoe on the floor. Zarfati drives it to the hoop, and he converts. And that was the missing shoe of Daryl Davis, who I guess could not have his footing, no pun intended, to follow Zarfati to the hoop.
I see what you did there. We talked about awareness with Davis, but that's awareness for Zarfati. If your opponent loses his shoe, that's basketball 101. You put the ball on the floor and you drive to the bucket.
Well, they stopped it briefly just so he can get that back on his right foot. And now the freshman guard will swing it over to Williams, and they'll play catch in the backcourt right now. Foster, that's a wide open Rawls for 3. A little too much, and a rebound from Moore. Using his length to get up there. And oh, that was a dangerous pass, but Jameer McNeil able to recover. Trombetta for 3, and it's short. Good rebound by Bubba McNeil, though, keeping it alive for the Panthers. Second chance opportunity here.
No doubt, and defensively too, Middle shifting that time into a zone sort of half-court press look. It did lead to a wide-open Carroll 3. Middle fortunate it didn't go down.
Bob McNeil thought about it. Now they're swinging around. It's Moore again. And here's Jameer. Top of the key, tried to pull up, and he'll swing it over to Bubba on the right wing. 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. Jameer McNeil kicking it back out. Bubba for 3, got contact, and that one's short, no good. They're going to call it on the shot. That was late contact, too.
It was, yeah. One of those maybe, freshman or sophomore mistakes, too. And Bubba, a seasoned veteran, a senior, maybe kicks that leg out a little bit. Not saying he did there, but like you said, there wasn't a ton of contact. But again, maybe a younger player, a little over-aggressive on the closeout, trying to contest that 3. And Bubba knows how to create just a little bit of contact.
Munir Gregg, that's his 3rd. As you mentioned, maybe the freshman mistake there as Bubba McNeil misses the first. He's got 2 more. 2 team fouls for Archbishop in this quarter. Again, just to remind you of that rule here in New Jersey. 5 fouls per quarter sends you to the line for 2. No more 1-and-1s this season. And Bubba, 0-2 from this trip so far, does get 1 more. But a rough trip to the charity stripe right now.
Yeah, smart move, just kind of walking off the line there to reset, right? Just clear your head, just try to get back and try to salvage 1.
That he will, and Middle Township back up by a point here. Ian Williams over to Luca Foster. He's guarded by Moore. How about this size matchup? Now Rolls, left wing. Foster again for three. He's got it. Luca Foster, the sophomore, drilling it and putting Archbishop back up by 2.
Very efficient that time by Carroll. Carroll sensing that Moore kind of helped on the other side trying to trap, and then all of a sudden Foster was wide open. They get the ball to him, and an easy wide open shot.
Trombetta's open for 3 and could not answer. Foster quickly up ahead for Ian Williams. Williams, good feed here. That's Davis. That is pretty basketball there.
The speed from this Carroll team, and we've seen it time and time again now. Carroll getting down the floor in a hurry and then finishing around the rim.
Trombetta got that feed to Chase Moore. Wild layup, though, is a little bit too strong off the glass. And now Carroll trying to make him pay. Rawls, baseline, floats one, no good. Got a whistle, though, on the floor.
Game of runs so far. Carroll in the middle of a run right now. And again, no hesitation. They want to move the ball fast, whether it's off a make or a miss. They're looking to outlet quickly, and they have the guards to get the ball up the floor in a hurry and find players in transition.
First free throw is good from Nasir Rawls.
One more shot.
Rawls 2 of 2 from the floor, or excuse me, from the charity stripe, halfway through the second quarter, and Archbishop up by 6 now.
Rawls, our first player in double digits, now has 10 on the night.
Jameer McNeil driving, trying to do it himself, kicking it back out, Trombetta. Jameer again, lost the handle, stolen away. E. Williams back the other way. Over to Davis, thought about it. A little swing around again. Good move to the basket. Another conversion for Ian Williams, their leading scorer, and a timeout from Lamar Greer and the Middle Township bench. 3:31 to play in this first half.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Mexitalia Restaurant and Cape May Courthouse, from the team that brought you the original Circle Pizza and Big Chancho's Tacos in Avalon. Pizzas, tacos, burritos, hoagies, and more. Located 219 South Main Street in Cape May Courthouse. Dine in, take out, or delivery to Courthouse and Stone Harbor. Call 609-465-0200. Action brought to you in part by the Radzetta Funeral Home. The Radzetta Funeral Home is proud to once again sponsor Panthers Athletics broadcasts at Radzetta Funeral Home. They pride themselves on serving families in Cape May County and the surrounding areas with dignity, respect, and compassion. Slack Tide Brewing Company, MTHS alumni owned and operated. Come check out Slack Tide's brand new expanded location, 1879 Route 9 North in Claremont. Chickatelli's Barbershop in Cape May Courthouse, MTHS alumni owned and operated. Chickatelli's, located across from the Cape May Courthouse Post Office, is your local full-service barbershop. Chicka, tell your friends. And by Sturdy Savings Bank, committed to personal service with 13 branches across Cape May County. Banking with a personal touch. That's Sturdy Savings Bank.
.331 to play in this first half. Please with us here on Cape Atlantic Live. 33-25, Archbishop Carroll leading Middle Township in battle of undefeated basketball squads in the early going of the high school basketball season. Of course, Archbishop Carroll playing the Philadelphia Catholic League, coming over state lines down here in South Jersey, as Basqueen could not convert there. Quickly the other way comes Carroll, and it's Darrell Davis putting Archbishop up by 10. Largest lead of the night continues.
And again, Carroll just taking advantage of really Middle not being aware at times that they want to run. We've talked about it. So Middle made the adjustment and now a turnover. And then all of a sudden sort of fell back into this trap where the game's faster than you think it is, right? And again, we talked about this is a step up in competition. The 3 wins for Middle Township, the game wasn't played at this pace, but it's clearly going to be played at this pace tonight. Middle has to be ready defensively off a miss. That time, they clearly were not.
This could be a costly turnover, too, as now you see Carroll slowing things down, at least for the moment. Davis into the corner, Foster, in and out. So Baswing gets the rebound here. Up ahead for Zarfai, Jameer McNeil. Driving to the paint, taking himself, right-handed lay-in is good. The Panthers trying to cut back into that lead, is back to single digits.
But good body control down there with Correo defending. So McNeil giving up some height, but able to just get it around the outstretched arm and lay it nice and soft off the backboard.
Williams. He'll slow things down, the sophomore guard. Again, it's a short bench so far tonight for Archbishop Carroll. It's a very young squad. They're showing how good they are and how good they really could be down the line this year and in the next couple of years. Ian Williams taking it back out, rolls. Falls for the rebound, the putback no good, and now Trombetta up the floor. Trombetta going to his left, he'll turn. Back out for Bud McNeil. Under 2 minutes to play first half. Jameer into the paint, floats one, got it. Cuts the lead back down to 6.
Tough shot too, but making it look easy.
Foster trying to answer, contact, and there's gonna be a foul.
Middle Township fans less than thrilled, we'll say, with that call, but certainly some contact as Foster was going to the rim. Obviously, Luca, just one of these young players in this rotation, a sophomore. He's got 7 points so far here tonight. He's been aggressive, not only looking for a shot, but on the drive as well.
Foster converts the first.
Fouls on Jermaine McNeil. That is his second, team's second. Luca Foster at the line to shoot one shot.
Foster. He is 2 of 2. 90 seconds to go.
McNeil has to be careful too defensively with those 2 fouls. You need him on the floor right now if you're Lamar Greer, but at the other end, you got to be careful.
And don't let Archbishop run away from you. They have the talent to do so in a hurry. McNeil lost the handle briefly, but he keeps it alive. Good move to his left. He'll pull up for a long 2. Drills it. Jameer McNeil needed that one. Cuts the lead back down to 6.
And that's why you need him on the court, right? You're riding the hot hand. He's been the bucket getter the last couple trips down for you, whether it's getting to the rack or pulling up. I mean, he's feeling it right now. Just got to be smart at this end. Can't pick up 3 before the half.
It's Corral. We'll get it back over to Williams. 50 seconds. And now Ian Williams is going to call out the signals, trying to run the offense here. Wonder how long they're going to hold the ball here. Yeah, Mike, this team has run really fast tonight, but they're not afraid to really bleed some clock right here and get a nice setup.
Yeah, well, Middle switched to the zone here, which is kind of obviously slowing Carroll down in the half-court set. And Middle's been fortunate that Carroll hasn't really made a 3 out of this zone look. So obviously, it's been working so far to close out this half for the Panthers.
With a 6-point lead, they are content trying to find the right play. Long pass over to Davis, and now they're going to play catch with him and Ian Williams. Underneath, it's Corral. Still at the top of the key, back over. Davis, 3. No good. Foster rips down a board, puts one up, and he got it. Count the bucket and 1.
Yeah, with 5.7 seconds to go, obviously, if you're Middle Township, you defended that well. Again, you talked about Archbishop Carroll was trying to bleed the clock a little bit to look for a good shot, but then you give up the offensive rebound and you commit the foul and 1, so a frustrating sequence there for the Panthers.
Foster at the line, shooting 1.
That's tremendous poise there from Archbishop Carroll. Zarfati nailed with the foul. That's his first of the evening as Foster converts the 3-point play, the old-fashioned play. 40-31, Jameer McNeil taking it himself, spins, puts one up, contact. They're going to get Rawls for this one.
And again, just being a little bit over-aggressive. Rawls having a conversation with one of the officials now, obviously disagreed with the call, but with the clock winding down, I know you want to contest, but you have to kind of leave a little bit of space there.
It looks like McNeil was actually behind the arc there. He is going to shoot 3 based on the far official's fingers. I mean, I can't count too well, Mike, but I believe that's 3 fingers.
I was told there would be no math when I signed up for this. No, it was close. I mean, you know, naked eye, it kind of looked like maybe he was a step in, and now they're going over to the table. Not that they can look at our replay from Matt Ulmer, but yeah, I mean,
not that replay's available anyway.
Right. But yeah, just again, you love the aggressiveness from Carroll defensively. You know, these kids have been getting after it, but you got to kind of pick your spots. That's the spot that you don't really need to pick, right? It's a tough sort of off-balance shot there by McNeil. Just get a hand up, but you don't need to try to block that shot.
Now there's more confusion. Looks like the far side official said he's going to change it to 2, and now they are saying that he's only going to shoot 2 free throws. Lamar Greer is not happy with that, at least at the moment, but not much you can do now at 0.6 to go.
I think that's the right call. I mean, it all happened so fast, but it did look like maybe he was a step over the line or on the line when he rose up for that shot. It was definitely close.
We definitely saw, at least from our angle here, Mike, courtside, He lunged into that shot, did draw the contact, but as you mentioned, maybe a little bit too far over the line. And he does go 0 of 2 from the trip. Williams, that quick rebound, but that'll be it for the half. 40-31, Archbishop Carroll on top of Middle Township. One of the better games you'll see at the Bulwark Basketball Classic down here at the Wildwood Convention Center. It's been high flying, high scoring, a lot of athleticism and talent on the floor here.
Carroll, again, building that lead in that second quarter, right? So now it's up to Middle Township to try to make the adjustments at halftime, see what the Panthers can do coming out in the third quarter.
Well, it's halftime. We'll step aside. 40-31 again, Archbishop Carroll on top of Middle Township right here on Cape Atlantic Live.
Neil missed them both, right? Yeah. I'm marking down and making Gabe is the ball.
Do you have the fouls? Because they called Javier.
Ready to get going here at the Wildwood Convention Center, the Boardwalk Basketball Classic here in 2023. Archbishop Carroll on top of Middle Township 40-31. Glad you're with us here on Cape Atlantic Live. Nick Costco alongside Mike Frankel. Be doubling up, of course. Final game of the evening, Roselle Catholic and Roman Catholic. We'll follow this one. But for now, Mike, this has been a very, very fast game. We don't mean time-wise. We mean the speed on both ends of the floor here, particularly from Archbishop Carroll.
It's been a track meet, quite frankly. And, you know, Carroll wants to run, right? We saw that early. It surprised Middle a little bit. The Panthers made an adjustment. And then all of a sudden, it was like they forgot almost. Middle forgot that Carroll wants to run, and you saw some runouts, right? So, that adjustment, I think, if you're Middle Township, has to be made. And look, this game's going to come down to making shots, right? Middle was hot early. Trombetta made some threes and missed a couple. He's going to keep shooting. He's a shooter. Middle's got to make some shots, right? They got to get back defensively, and they got to make some shots. But this should be a great second half.
Munir Grieg swing it over Luca Foster for three. No good. And now Middle a chance to answer, cut into that 9-point lead. Carroll's led by as much as 10 this evening as McNeil a awkward drive to the hoop off balance. And now Davis trying to make him pay the other way. No good. Some wild sequences so far to open up these first 30 seconds as Trombetta, a long-ranging laying off the glass, very nicely done.
That's a difficult make as quickly we go back the other way. And again, Carroll just wants to run, right? And Middle just hasn't gotten back defensively on a number of occasions here, and here it leads to a foul.
They're going to head back screen with that foul. And it'll be Foster going the line to shoot two. And so we have a timeout on the floor from head coach Lamar Gray. Wants to talk it over as Middle still trails by 7.
Tonight's action brought to you by Southpaw Animal Hospital, located in Cape May Courthouse. Southpaw Animal Hospital is privately owned and operated by Dr. Terry Marks. They believe special friends deserve special care. Call them today, 609-465-9006. Action also brought to you by the Anzalone Electric Company. For over 70 years, Anzalone Electric has provided the most reliable and professional electrical work in Cape May County. Their knowledge and experience are matched only by their commitment to customer satisfaction. And Nick, maybe that timeout, I mean, who knows what's being said in that huddle, but maybe that's just the reminder. You know, guys, hey, we talked about the pace of this game at the break. You're 40 seconds into this third quarter, and just can't have it if you're Middle Township, right? Because we've seen that Carroll not only likes to run, but can finish efficiently on the run, right? So if you don't stop that, this game is going to get away.
Foster converts the first of two. And again, Archbishop Carroll has led by as much as 10 this evening. These teams traded a lot of jabs in that first quarter, going back and forth with the lead. And now Jameer McNeil with his Panthers down down by 9. Trying to cut back into it. They'll swing around Trombetta. That's a long-range three, and he drills it. Anthony Trombetta's got 5 in this quarter, and it's back to a 6-point deficit.
13 in the game. He's a shooter. He's going to keep shooting, right? Again, he's got to make shots for Middle to win big games like this. He's making shots tonight.
Jameer McNeil has 10 for the Panthers. Luca Foster now at 14, by the way, for Archbishop. As this pass is stolen away, Zarfani able to pick it away, and now Jameer McNeil the other way. Fakes that little handoff there. This is Bubba swinging around Trombetta, followed by a 3-0 drive. Lost the handle, and now Foster off the turnover. More contact, no whistle, and now McNeil a quick steal. Instead of Davis hit the deck, and now Trombetta will drive. A little floater off the glass. Anthony Trombetta's got 7 in this quarter. He's leading the Panthers come back here.
And under control, right? I mean, easily you see a lot of players sort of give up the charge on that play. Position down low, but Trombetta, great body control to not pick up that charge.
Rawls going to answer. Yes, he does. A bit of a stare down there, too. Nasir Rawls, cold-blooded against that three-pointer, and it's back to a 7-point lead.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mossbrook and Hicks Insurance Agency, located on Main Street in Cape May Courthouse. We've been serving the community for more than a century. They're family-owned and operated, taking great pride in their family history, their community, and their customers. Again, action also brought to you by the Bellevue Tavern in Cape May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown Cape May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner and is also ready to host your next private party.
How about that answer, Mike, right there? You see Nasir Rawls, and again, this is where Middle was starting to climb back into it. Trombetta doing a great job himself, obviously with the assistance of his teammates as well. They seem to have slowed down Carroll a little bit, but Nasir Rawls, that was just a dagger right there to put him back up by 7.
Yeah, Rawls now 13 in the game, Nick. You mentioned Foster has 14. Those two guys have really been kind of driving the car tonight for Carroll, right? And it's been Trombetta with the 15. Obviously, a scoring barrage here in this third quarter. McNeil, you mentioned, has 10. Some other scorers just to get everybody caught up. Asqueen with 4, Bubba with 4, Zarfati with 2, Elston with that big 3 to close out the first quarter.
See if the Panthers can climb back into it once again. Trombetta into the paint. Off balance, laying again, and Basqueen there to clean things up. Cuts it back down to 5, and that's what he's good for down there, those big moments on the cleanup.
Legs like pogo sticks, right? I mean, quick bounce. Hurts my knees just looking at something like that.
Davis now backing off. He's guarded by Basqueen. Davis trying a little step back there. Underneath for Foster. Now Grieg for a long-range 3. Too strong. And Jameer McNeil rebound. Good little crossover move here to get by Rawls. And now middle movement with some speed. Jameer McNeil the other way. Could not convert. Loose ball. He somehow got it back and could not get the friendly bounce. McNeil, another chance. Bubba for 3. No good. No rebound from Foster. 3 chances from middle there. Cannot convert.
You love the effort. Just unfortunate for the Panthers that one of those didn't go down.
Ian Williams to the basket, over to Foster, who converts off the glass. Carroll back up by 7. 3 minutes gone in this third quarter. Again, you see middle Mike they start climbing back into it, but those opportunities right there, can't let them slip away.
And that was a dime from Williams. He averages 15 a night. He hasn't really done a lot in the scoring department tonight, but he's affected this game in a number of other ways. Beautiful assist there.
Trombetta kicking it back out. Jameer for 3. In and out. Basqueen got it and lost the handle. We got a foul.
If you're Middle Township, certainly Lamar Greer and the assistant coaches, you love the energy on the offensive glass right now. It was sort of a lot of one and done in the first half. And look, Middle made a number of shots. They didn't need a lot of rebounds, but they've been crashing the glass here during this sequence. So when things aren't going down, and really Basqueen, with that bounce we talked about, he's got a number of rebounds over the last couple minutes.
He'll shoot 2. Cannot get the first one to go, and that's another thing that's hurt Middle tonight, these missed free throws, as Ian Williams was the guilty party on that foul. His first of the evening, first of the quarter for Archbishop. Basqueen goes 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 4:42 to play, third quarter. Now Ian Williams. And here Grieg. Davis again. Davis basically triple team, found Rawls in the corner for 3. That one short off the iron. Bubba diving for the floor, contact. Ball did go out of bounds.
Be interesting to see who this is on, Nick. I mean, a lot of hustle both ways. Bubba seemed to have it, but then he kind of lost it. This feels like the right call, right? I mean, Middle Township fans aren't going to love it. And great hustle from both sides. Bubba had a run out, and then all of a sudden he lost it. He has to go diving back in. Bang, bang call, no doubt about it.
Again, no replay, of course, so Ian Williams gets it off the inbound pass. Archbishop Carroll back with the ball. He'll take it himself underneath Corral, and he draws a whistle on the way up. And again, just the speed and these timely passes, Mike, from Archbishop Carroll. They could be 2 feet away, 10 feet away. These are bullets, and they're setting everything up pretty much beautifully.
Yeah, Middle really not turning Carroll over a lot, and as you mentioned, that's a credit to Carroll's ball movement, both in transition and in the half-court set. And really a smart foul there from Zarfati, obviously giving up a ton of size to Correo down low. And Zarfati going to make him earn it at the free throw line.
To shoot 1 more shot.
So Correo trying to go 2 of 2 from the line. He does. 8-point lead. And Jameer McNeil back at the floor. Middle got back within 4 in this quarter, but Carroll doing a little too much for the Panthers' liking. Basqueen, couple pump fakes, driving to the paint, pulls up, blocked away by Correo. That pass a little bit wobbly and right to our broadcast booth, out of bounds. It'll be Middle Township ball. Nice catch, Mike.
My younger days, I'm jacking that up for 3, not even thinking about it, but
that's Steph Curry range from right here.
40
actually.
years old is a different animal.
If we had that on camera, of course, that's a one-hander by Mr. Mike Franco right here at the booth. Barely had to move. Bo McNeil will use his one hand and throw it over to Zarfati. And now Trombetta on the far side of the court. We're going to reset here with Jameer McNeil. McNeil kicking it out. Bubba, 3-pointer. Got it. Bubba McNeil pulls the Panthers back within 5.
That feels like a big make, not only for Middle, but for Bubba. Just 4 points before that. Just guys like that just need to see the ball go through the net once, twice to get going.
Ian Williams split the defense, got out to Grieg, and now drive baseline, and we got a double dribble.
Yeah, that's the right call, too. Again, Carroll not in love with that call, but he had to put the ball down just to gain control out there, and that's the dribble. Then he picked it up and dribbled again.
See if the Panthers can pull back within a little bit closer now, down by 5. They got as close as 4 in this quarter. But a chance to answer off a rare turnover from Carroll. Here is Basquine swinging over to Trombetta, top of the key. Couple pump fakes. Underneath, Basquine lost the handle, got it back. He'll turn around and got a whistle on the floor here.
That ball sat on his head for a split second there. He didn't have the catch, and then he was able to gather it, but fortunate to draw the foul.
Drew Correo is going to get called for the foul.
Interesting, too, Nick. Again, we talked about the depth of Middle Township. They go 9 deep. If you've noticed, it's just been the starters here in this third quarter.
Middle's prided itself on its depth so far this year. Bubba for 3 is short. It's loose on the floor, and now Carroll comes away with it the other way. It's Williams. Lost the handle. Jameer McNeil's beside himself. He thought he had all ball there.
He's got to be careful, too. Obviously frustrated, but yeah, 2 officials blew the whistle, and the one on the near side of the court came over. He saw the angle where Jameer must have got some wrist on the way up there.
It'll be Ian Williams from the free throw line to shoot 2, misses the first. So a bit of a lucky break there for Middle, but that is the 3rd foul for Jameer McNeil. He's a guy you cannot afford to lose off the floor right now.
Yeah, and I think if you're Lamar Greer, and obviously it's what he's doing, you keep him in right now, right? You're making a little bit of headway here. You're down 5. You need him on the floor to continue to push.
We're going to get a timeout from Archbishop Carroll after Williams goes 1 of 2 from the line. 50-44, 2:40 to play here in the third quarter.
Panther basketball live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel and on Cable Atlantic League Live are brought to you in part by Cooper Levinson, attorneys at law, with offices in Atlantic City and Cherry Hill. The law firm of Cooper Levinson, PA, established in 1957, is a full-service law firm with over 75 attorneys and an extensive support staff practicing in all aspects of the law. Seashore East, seashore living at its best, located in the heart of the 96th Street Business District in Stone Harbor, and open year-round. Ulmer's Appliance Repair. For all of your household appliance repair needs, call Ulmer's Appliance Repair, 609-368-4444. Mexitalia Restaurant in Cape May Courthouse. From the team that brought you the original Circle Pizza and Big Chancho's Tacos in Avalon. Pizzas, tacos, burritos, hoagies, and more. Located 219 South Main Street in Cape May Courthouse. Dine in, take out, or delivery to Courthouse and Stone Harbor. Call 609-465-0200.
2:40 to play here in this third quarter. Nick Costco alongside Mike Franco for you on Cape Atlantic Live and, of course, the Middle Township YouTube channel. Panthers trailing by 6 at the moment to Archbishop Carroll. 6-0 squad from the Philadelphia Catholic League, 15-9 last year. And, again, we've talked about it pretty much all night, Mike. This is a very fast athletic team, very young, but it seems like they are maturing before our very eyes, even in this ball game.
Yeah, Carroll taking the game to Middle really from the jump, right? And Middle's done well to get back in it. And really, if you're the Panthers, you feel good about this third quarter to this point. You've chipped away. Got to continue to do so.
Trombetta tried to dish it over to Bubba, but it was picked off and up ahead. Here comes Foster to the basket. He's got it. And Archbishop Carroll already back up by 8. And again, the Panthers have cut this lead down to 4 in this third quarter, but Carroll's a little too much once again. McNeil driving, blocked away, but a whistle. Rawls doesn't like the call. And again, a couple of close calls here underneath the basket, Mike, on both ends of the floor, but a little too much contact.
Yeah, Rawls didn't like the call because he didn't commit the foul, right? It was Correo, I believe, going to get whistled for that. So you're right. I mean, Rawls absolutely didn't create any contact, but his teammate did as Jameer went up.
Another missed free throw there for the Panthers. Jameer McNeil will shoot one more as he tries to gather himself. It's been a big difference in this game so far, Mike. These missed free throws and the opportunities for Middle Township to try to chip away at this lead. Does go 1 of 2 from the line, though. Panthers trail by 7. Foster on the right wing. They will swing around, rolls. Ian Williams, less than 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Davis over to Rolls, top of the key. Trying to get by Trombetto, pull from the free throw line, and he drills it. Nasir Rolls, that's a big boy shot right there.
Yeah, letting Trombetta know, too. That's an elite make there.
And that was nearly an elite make, and Middle trying to put it back. It's pass screen, and Chase Moore rips it back down. Third chance underneath. What a pass, and count that basket.
Chase Moore dropping the dime. You don't even call that the high post. That was mid post, but he found his teammate down there in Basquine, and really he had to kind of put that on a line. It wasn't a far pass as we take a look at the replay, but almost a no look there from Chase.
Wow, that was impressive.
Also, Munir Gregg, that is his fourth, team's fourth.
Munir Gregg, that's his fourth of the evening, and the freshman looks like he's going to be checking out of the game for now. Still with a little more than a quarter to play. Basquine cannot convert the three-point play. Middle trails by 7. Williams, right wing. Puts one up, no good. It's loose, Rolls, second chance opportunity. Getting it over. Darrell Davis, driving baseline, and he walked. Too many steps, didn't like the call there.
You don't see that a whole lot. I mean, again, you know, Davis is going to contest it. It wasn't a travel, but I think it was kind of the Euro step, and then he kind of went back out with it, right? Usually you put that ball up, but he took a step back toward the perimeter to try to find a teammate to pass to.
And not too many turnovers tonight for Archbishop Carroll. So Middle trying to take advantage, and now Trombetta luckily didn't double dribble there, and now they somehow get the ball back. Three-pointer for Bubba, no good. It's loose, out of bounds, and it'll be Archbishop ball. I'll tell you what, that was a great recovery by Middle, but Bubba, unfortunately for Middle, could not nail that three.
Middle going a little offense-defense right now with Elston and Bubba McNeil, too, trying to keep some players out of foul trouble. Nick, under a minute to go in the third. This is huge, obviously, for Middle, right? If they can get a stop and a score, then it's mission accomplished here in the third.
Rawls lost the handle, so there's the stop. You were just talking about, Mike, a turnover, so Archbishop Carroll turned it over a couple more times than we anticipated in this third quarter after playing pretty cleanly in that first half. And now the Panthers a chance to cut back into that lead. And here's Jameer, under 40 to play in this third quarter. Bubba almost lost the handle. Trombetta top of the key. Couple pumps, going to his left. Lost the ball, picked up though. Chase Moore kicking it back out. Basquine for three, short. Rebounded Moore, kept it in somehow. Over to Bubba for the conversion. Count the basket. Unbelievable.
And again, another great feed from Chase Moore. Great hustle to track that ball down before it goes out of bounds. And then again, just a sophomore, but the presence of mind not to panic, to find a teammate, and a tough finish from Bubba McNeil, and one.
That might get your confidence back there. It's a 5-point lead. Now he has to convert at the free throw line, which he cannot, and it's Correa with the rebound. Carroll trying to move fast. Davis. This undefeated squad with 5 seconds. Davis lost the handle. A chance now. Bubba going fast. Just pulling up for three. No good. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication between the McNeils right there at the end, but Middle has clawed back into it, down by 5 after the third quarter.
49.
High school basketball action here from the Wildwoods Convention Center, brought to you by Radzetta Funeral Home. The Radzetta Funeral Home is proud to once again sponsor Panthers athletics broadcasts. At Radzetta Funeral Home, they pride themselves on serving families in Cape May County and the surrounding areas with dignity, respect, and compassion. Slack Tide Brewing Company, MTHS alumni owned and operated. Come check out Slack Tide's brand new expanded location, 1879 Route 9 North in Claremont. Chickatelli's Barbershop in Cape May Courthouse, MTHS alumni owned and operated. Chickatelli's, located across from the Cape May Courthouse Post Office, is your local full-service barbershop. Chickatell your friends. By Sturdy Savings Bank, committed to personal service with 13 branches across Cape May County, banking with a personal touch. That's Sturdy Savings Bank. South Paul Animal Hospital, located in Cape May Courthouse. South Paul Animal Hospital is privately owned and operated by Dr. Terry Marks, and they believe special friends deserve special care. Call them today, 609-465-9006.
Fourth quarter time here at the Wildwood Convention Center, the penultimate game of the evening. On this very floor, Archbishop Carroll coming over state lines from the Philadelphia Catholic League, 6-0 on the season, lead by 5 over the defending South Jersey Group 2 champion Middle Township Panthers, 3-0 on the young season.
And Middle Township, excuse me, Nick, I was going to say Middle Township, mission accomplished in the third, right? They trailed by 9 at the half, 5 going into the fourth. If you're the Panthers, you gave yourselves a chance here down the stretch.
Chance now for Basquine, now Chase Moore, Jameer McNeil are going all around the horn. Trombetta for 3, he drills it, and the Panthers are within 2.
Career game so far tonight for Trombetta. He's got 18, that's got to be, 5 threes so far tonight.
He's been deadly from beyond the arc, and all of a sudden the Panthers back into this ball game. They trailed by as much as 10 tonight, have not been able to have a lead since that first quarter. Williams over to Rawls. Swing over Luca Foster. Rawls again, left wing, guarded by Trombetta. Davis top of the key. Trying to get by Jameer McNeil. Lost the footing, puts one up. Awkward shot, and it is loose. Rebounded by Foster. Now Davis will reset. Davis in the corner for Foster. Now back out for Williams. Now Middle's defense starting to tighten up a little bit here. Davis, good move, out, Correal. Rawls thought about it. Spins around, back over to Williams. Williams in the corner, Rawls. Now it's Williams again, guarded by Bubba. Williams got some space, 3-ball, drills it. Ian Williams, the sophomore, their leading scorer, an all-important three-pointer. Now Bubba trying to answer, cannot, and a rebound from Ian Williams. Lost the handle, contact hits the deck. Bodies flying.
Really, really good defense by the Panthers that last sequence, Nick, but better patience from Carroll. Carroll was chased off the three-point line a number of times there, and just, again, tremendous patience just to stay with it, and Williams created a little bit of contact, freed up some space, and knocked down the triple.
Ian Williams, one of the biggest makes of the evening, and now Carroll can extend the lead again. Here's Williams off the inbound pass, top of the key, driving to his right-handed layup, and he has got it. Count the basket.
Again, we talked about it. Ian Williams averaging 15 points per game for this team. He was relatively quiet scoring the basketball, but he is taking over to begin this fourth quarter. It was just down to a 2-point game, 5 points, a chance for one more here, kind of putting Carroll on his back to begin the final frame.
Williams to the charity stripe. Try to put Carroll up by 8. And could not get the friendly roll. Chase Moore the rebound. 6:20 to play in this ball game. Have had a good one here in Wildwood. And we're going to get a timeout from the Middle Township bench. Lamar Gray wants to talk things over. 6:17 to play. Archbishop Carroll on top of Middle Township, 59-52.
Anzalone Electric Company for over 70 years. Anzalone Electric has provided the most reliable and professional electrical work in Cape May County. Their knowledge and experience are matched only by their commitment to customer satisfaction. Mossbrook and Hicks Insurance Agency, located on Main Street in Cape May Courthouse. They've been serving the community for more than a century. Family owned and operated, taking great pride in their family history, their community, and their customers. For more information about sponsoring Panthers Athletics live streams, please call 609-465-1852, extension 5549.
7-point lead for Archbishop Carroll over Middle Township. Nick Costco alongside Mike Frankel here on Cape Atlantic Live, and of course the Middle Township YouTube channel. Panthers trying to get back into it, as we've seen so far, Mike. They just cannot combat the speed right now of Archbishop Carroll. There are times where they do. They got to pull within 2, but again, Carroll is able to keep extending the lead as Chase Moore drives to the hoop. Wild miss, and Correal cannot rip down the board. It's still loose. They got a whistle.
Interesting lineup on the floor right now for the Panthers. Trombetta is out there, but Zarfati handling the basketball there. Nice drive from Chase Moore, and you can tell he doesn't need a lot of dribbles to get from the three-point line to the bucket. But then it was Zarfati crashing to create this extra possession here for Middle, because it looked certainly like Carroll was going to come up with that defensive rebound.
That foul was on Corral. That's his fourth. So Archbishop Carroll actually has 2 guys with 4 fouls. Greg and Corral, who are both on the floor right now. Chase Moore, right wing, over to Trombetta. 3 ball. Got it! Anthony Trombetta has been hot from downtown, back to a 4-point game.
I don't even know if he got his shoulders square on that one. He might have taken care of that while he already jumped, but another make from Trombetta.
Ian Williams trying to answer, no good. It's loose and a Corral rebound. The hustle from Carroll is real. Williams trying to get another shot at it, into the paint. Back out to Rawls, 5.5 to play. Davis driving, floater, no good, and out of bounds, Middle Township ball.
Good perimeter defense there by the Panthers. Elston, one of the players, again, trying to get up on the ball, chasing Carroll off of the 3-point line. It was down to 2 early in the fourth. Again, back down to 4. Really a big opportunity, big possession here for the Panthers.
Middle has not led since the first quarter when they were trading leads. Trombetta thought about it. He'll drive. Couple steps there, no whistle, and Zarfati cannot convert. Trying to go after the ball, and he'll draw the foul. Commit the foul, I should say.
Yeah, frustrating sequence there from Zarfati. A great feed from Trombetta. Zarfati just unable to get it to go. Commits the foul, really out of frustration.
That was a nice second chance opportunity there for Zarfati. That's his third, though, so he's got to be careful. Jameer McNeil and Mike Zarfati, both 3 fouls in this ball. You haven't really seen Zarfati get going offensively. We know he's capable. Rawls now. Correa. Williams, long 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Zarfati, so he makes up for it. He beat Greg for the rebound. Zarfati, Trombetta, 3, no good. It's loose, and Williams another rebound for him. Up ahead, Greg under the way. Oh, and we get a whistle. Would have been a highlight reel block there for Trombetta, but he will commit the foul there underneath the basket.
Williams putting that one on a line, Nick. That was a tremendous pass. He was sort of looking the defender off. He had a player in the corner, and I think it was Trombetta that sort of started leaning that way, and then he zips one on a line to his teammate down low.
Tell you what, these guys can really move the basketball, making it very difficult for Middle to keep up. Gray gets the first, up by 5.
Greg at the line, shooting 1 more shot.
.433 to play in this ball game. Carroll leads by 5. Second one missed there by Greg off the front iron. Jameer McNeil the other way. Top of the key for him right now. Trying to look off some defenders here. A little pick there from Basqueen into the paint. Gets it over to Chase Moore, putting one up off the glass. No good, and he got his own miss. He's covered in the corner. Good feed underneath for Basqueen, who will convert. Count the basket and a whistle.
Another tough finish from Basqueen, obviously capable of taking the contact and putting it in. But again, Chase Moore, no panic, right? He's in a spot on the baseline, double teamed out there. A lot of players, especially his age, might kind of lose that or turn it over, but he just takes an extra second, finds his teammate. So pretty unique for a player of his size to have so many critical assists in the second half of this game.
Basqueen for the 3-point play. He converts. It's a huge free throw. Back to a 2-point game. Bubba McNeil getting ready to check back in for the Panthers, as is Luca Foster for Archbishop Carroll. Here's Dale Davis, top of the key. It's all about the 3. He'll pull up, though. Over to Rawls. And now Middle trying to slow the Carroll offense down here in a 2-point game. And Williams against Elston. And now here's Davis. Jameer McNeil trying to follow him closely. Davis going on up with the left hand, nice and smooth. It's back to a 4-point lead.
Davis.
McNeil drew some contact. That's going to be a foul on Davis, who just scored that last basket.
Belzarell Davis hits his 4th.
Yeah, these fouls really piling up for key players on both teams. You saw Jameer McNeil trying to play defense with no hands on the last possession because he didn't want to pick one up. I'm not sure that's the right move, but obviously these guys are conscious of the foul situation on both sides.
I believe I heard that correctly. That's Davis' 4th foul. Third guy with 4 fouls. McNeil, a little pull-up, trying to get his own miss. It's still loose on the floor. It's Moore now, kicking it back out. Trombetta in the corner. Now Basquine. 3 minutes. Bubba McNeil back in. Here's Jameer. Oh, a nice move going to the basket. Puts it up. Oh, he draws contact with the foul. Count the basket.
Count the basket for Jameer.
You want to talk about breaking somebody's ankles, Nick. I mean, that was unbelievable. Watch this. Little juke to the left. All of a sudden, he's got the defender moving that way.
Team sport.
And then the ability to drive in, take the contact, and finish.
Beautifully done. McNeil going to convert. He will. It's to a 1-point lead.
3-point lead. Pass away for Jameer.
Under 3 minutes to play. What a ball game we've had here in Wildwood. Trying to convert the other way. It's Ian Williams. He does. 3-point lead again for Carroll. McNeil now drawing contact. Just tosses one up. So we're going to waive this shot off. He just tried to draw one there.
Yeah, first of all, give Williams credit because I believe he was the player that sort of lost McNeil last time down, but then he did some juking on his own. Again, the ability to get to the basket. He lost his shoe, so you have his teammate there, Rawls, just committing a foul just so Carroll could get full defensively, but 5th foul, right? So you automatically put Jameer McNeil at the line, so a lot to digest there.
You mean to tell me that this team's in foul trouble? Well, that's Rawls' 3rd of the evening as well. So you have 3 guys right now with 4 fouls on Carroll, and now that was Rawls' 3rd as McNeil misses the first free throw.
Nick, even if Middle shoots 75% from the free throw line tonight, they have the lead right now. It's been really tough sledding at the free throw line. Still a lot of basketball to go, but you point to why they're still down. It's one of the main reasons, but obviously showing a ton of fight down the stretch.
McNeil nailed the 2nd. It's a 2-point lead for Carroll. Ian Williams. Davis now. Trying to get by Trombetta. He'll pull off though. Davis driving again. Lost the handle. They wanted a walk, so he lost the handle for a bit, so they're not going to call a travel there. Davis got it back, pulls up from in the paint. Can't convert. Basquine the rebound. Middle could tie with a 2, go ahead with a 3. Bubba driving, paint, dishing it, lost it, and back the other way. Ian Williams trying to get by McNeil. He does, and he converts with under 2 minutes to play. Carroll back up by 4.
Yeah, McNeil couldn't take the foul there. I mean, didn't really have a lot of options, just kept his hands up, but really couldn't contest there.
Jameer McNeil driving, great move to the basket again. He's turned it up in this 4th quarter.
How much fun has this been? Really from the opening tip.
Speed, speed, and more speed. Throwing a lot of scoring, too. Ian Williams, less than 90 seconds to go. He's guarded by Jameer McNeil. These 2 guards have been so good tonight. Ian Williams trying to cross over McNeil, who did it to him a couple possessions ago. Daryl Davis, far side, driving. He'll circle back out. Davis trying to cross up Basquine. Middle has 4 fouls, so one more will send Archbishop to the line. Less than a minute to play, though. Davis to Rawls in the corner, doubled. And a timeout from Archbishop Carroll, 47 seconds to play. It's a 2-point lead.
Yeah, a lot of strategy to think about here, Nick. I mean, you got the sense there about 30 seconds ago that Carroll was just going to hold the basketball, try to get a mismatch, try to draw the foul. Obviously, Middle will have to foul if they can't force a turnover at some point here. But this is interesting, right? So if you're Middle Township, you have some guys out there in some serious foul trouble. You need them on offense. Can you sort of get by with them on defense and have someone else commit that foul if you have to, right? So a lot to digest here. This is where strategy and coaching takes over. Obviously, the kids on the floor, the players on the floor are going to make the plays to either win or lose this game down the stretch. But if you're one of these coaches, right, if you're Francis Bowe or Lamar Greer, you're kind of laying out all the different scenarios for your guys in these team huddles right now.
Middle has not led since the first quarter. Again, they were trading leads back and forth, but it's been all Archbishop up until that point, or since then, I should say. That third quarter, Middle started chipping away. It trailed by as much as 10 tonight. Panthers were able to claw back. They got back within one, Mike, and again, still a one-possession game. But as you mentioned, it's an interesting strategy now with 47 seconds. You commit that foul, you are giving them 2 shots at the line.
Right, and you don't have to commit that foul right away. Again, there's plenty of time, so you try to trap. And for Carroll, it's interesting, right? If you do beat one of those traps, do you take an open shot? Or does everything have to be at the rim that you're going to take right now?
Chance here, the ball is loose, and it's picked up by Middle, and again, it's stolen away by Rawls. Ian Williams now. Boy, Carroll's avoid disaster.
You're right. Middle doesn't have to foul, though, yet. They can afford to try and trap. But you're right. Disaster avoided there for the moment.
Williams doubled. It's Rawls now. 25 seconds. Davis trapped here behind the line, and there's contact. There's going to be a foul.
Man, I tell you what, and my apologies for talking over you there, but it looked like really that Jameer McNeil, obviously, Middle forced the turnover. McNeil just for a moment, and it was just a moment, couldn't grab that basketball, but that moment was all that it took for Carroll to come in there, swoop in, and force that turnover.
Well, Davis will go to the line and shoot 2, 20 seconds to go. So these are very important free throws
At the line,
for Carroll.
to shoot 2.
If he nails both, Mike, you're going to need a little bit of luck. And he does not make that first one, missed off the front iron. So now it's going to remain a one-possession game as long as Middle gets the ball back here off a make or even a miss and a rebound.
Right, and still enough time that even if this is a make, you don't need a 3 right away. Obviously, if it's there, you take it. But you try to get something going to the basket. If you can kick, good. If not,
Davis missed both. Out of bounds on Carroll. Williams tried to save it. There was a scrum for it, and now Middle got a chance for a great ending here, Mike, for the Panthers. Let's see what Archbishop can do defensively. I got to imagine the Panthers are going to try to play for the final shot here. Bubba McNeil driving. Under 10. And we're going to get a timeout from Lamar Greer and company. 6.9 seconds to go on the clock. Carroll leads it by 2. We're in for quite the ending now.
Now the conversation becomes, all right, you got the 2 misses at the free throw line at the other end. You got 7 seconds, right? What are we doing here? Are we looking for a 3 to try to win this right now? Or we get something going to the hoop? And for me, I think you try to drive, right? For me, you put the ball in Jameer McNeil's hands, okay? Let him create. If Carroll sags, right, leaves somebody open. If it's a Trombetta, right, even an Elston, if they're on the floor, then you kick it out. But I think you try to get something going to the bucket. A lot of good things can happen when you try to go downhill. And Jameer McNeil has been that player getting downhill time and time again in this game.
You mentioned Jameer McNeil getting downhill. That happened a lot in that third quarter where he really started turning it up and helping get Middle back into it after some raining threes from Anthony Trombetta. And, of course, as you alluded to, Trombetta is a guy you have to watch out for, especially if you're Archbishop Carroll. If he even has a breath of space right there, he has a chance to knock down the game winner.
Yeah, just checking out who's kind of coming back out on the floor for Middle, right? So Elston's out there for his three-point ability, okay? Obviously, Trombetta's out there. Trombetta's going to be the trigger man, though, right? So you got to keep an eye on him if you're Carroll. He's going to throw this ball in, and then someone's going to have to pick him up because he's going to try to drift to the line.
Here we go, Trombetta to inbound it. Chase Moore back to Trombetta. 5. Chase Moore for the lead. No good. Rebounded Williams, and a foul with .4 to go. They're going to walk the floor. Chase Moore had a good look there, Mike, just could not convert. And Archbishop looks like they're going to hang on for a thrilling win.
And Nick, did Jameer McNeil foul out the previous sequence? Because he wasn't on the floor there. That's my only guess. Again, we're trying to keep our best stats over here. Nothing official, though. That must have been the situation, as now it looks like Bubba has fouled out, and they really haven't been making announcements here. But, yeah, look, I mean, Moore is not your best three-point shooter, as Williams makes one, but you live with that if you're Middle, right? You got an open 3 to try to win the game. Chase got a good look at it, just didn't go down. That's basketball sometimes.
Now we had Jameer McNeil with 3 fouls on my chart, unless we missed something there. So either it was a foul situation or it was just a different look that head coach Lamar Greer wanted to go with. But with that last free throw right there from Carroll, up by 3. So in the event there's a miss here, you basically have to just chuck it up and pray.
Yeah, look, I mean, you can't really question Lamar Greer. The guy won 2 state championships as a player. played at Florida State, tremendous professional career as well. And I think, look, he wanted maybe some different looks out there. And like we talked about, Moore was sort of left open, not on purpose, but he's not a guy that Carroll was really concerned about, but he got a good look, and it hit the rim, and sometimes that's how these games are sort of won or lost, right? I mean, it's a guy who maybe isn't used to being in that spot coming up with a play. And I think, if you're Lamar Greer, you kind of take an open look for three to win the game from any of these guys on the floor, kind of any time out there. But obviously, dire straits right now with .4. A make obviously puts this game over. A miss, again, because it's going to bounce off the rim, there's really not much time to do anything. You just got to grab it and heave it.
Right, just to add to your point there, Mike, again, if the 5 guys you have on the floor, those are the 5 guys you trust to potentially make a basket. If you have an open look, you got to take it. You can't really hesitate in that situation, especially less than 5 seconds. So, again, Moore had the good look, could not convert. And we'll walk back to the other end of the floor as Ian Williams will shoot his second free throw. And, of course, he makes this here. It's all but over here. A miss and then maybe a miracle heave from the Panthers. And that one's no good. Trombetta's going to chuck it. It will not count, though. It falls short, and that'll do it. Archbishop Carroll wins a thriller here in Wildwood, 67-64 over Middle Township. Carroll improves to 7-0. Middle Township suffers their first loss of the season. But, Mike, you mentioned before at the start of the broadcast, Lamar Greer wanted to challenge his squad here and try to repeat here in South Jersey Group 2 here in the state of New Jersey. They played a high-quality basketball team tonight, and they will certainly be battle-tested and probably better for a game like that.
Yeah, the win matters, right? This one counts, and credit Archbishop Carroll, a young team, for finding a way to hang on and win this ball game. Foster had 18, Williams had 16, and Rawls had 15. But this game is a win for both of these teams down the road, right? Both teams got better tonight. Middle Township, a team that lost on the scoreboard, but this is the kind of competition that this team needs, right? And this is the kind of game that gets players better. And really, for Carroll, this is almost like a true road game. Obviously, we're so close to Cape May Courthouse here. A ton of Middle Township fans in attendance. For a young team to come down here and find a way to win this basketball game against a team that's really veteran-laden, what a win from Carroll. But again, great basketball for both sides. Certainly fans getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, we were glad you were with us here tonight from the Boardwalk Classic. Archbishop Carroll, again, your winner here tonight, 67-64 over Middle Township. For Matt Omer and, of course, Mike Frankel, I am Nick Costco saying so long. Once again, Archbishop Carroll, a winner over Middle Township at the Wildwood Boardwalk Basketball Classic, 67-64. You've been watching high school basketball right here on Cape Atlantic.